Hi Scorpios, welcome to your extended monthly reading for the month of September 2023. Hope your month is off to a great start. I remember August was really a great month for you Scorpios. A lot of positive energy, really feeling that Lionsgate portal opening up for you. So please utilize that energy coming into September, because September might show you some of your shadow side. All right, it might unearth some fears that we have. You know, it's that idea how some of you might have in you that when things are going too well, like the rug's going to be pulled from underneath you. So we need to turn this upright, all right? And just have that confidence in what we're manifesting is coming to fruition. And I believe by Libra season, mid-September to the end of September, we're really going to have some clarity in that regard. But yeah, just concentrate on where you're going, put in the work, and those opportunities are coming towards you. So I really think this will be a new means of thinking. So like I keep telling everybody, part of that Capricorn full moon of everything that's been releasing, it's outdated belief systems, right? And that can be stuff that we've had our whole lives. You know, if there could be trauma that sparked this constant fear of things going south. And we're finally getting over that. So have patience, have faith, and know that you deserve everything that is coming into your life. What else is there? So yeah, I think that's your biggest hurdle. It's just everything is going really well. So don't trip it up with fear, okay? And if fear comes in, tapping is a wonderful thing to do, especially in those moments where maybe we can't step away, but we just need to release whatever anxiety we have. Definitely utilize that. There's plenty of videos on YouTube if you need to learn more about tapping. But your career is looking really good for September. So if you are somebody who is employed, and if you're looking for something new, September is definitely a month to think about that. Yeah, and so I want to go back to your beliefs being tested, because I feel like it's like, who did I say this to? I can't remember what reading, but when we were shining our inner light in August and utilizing that Lionsgate and that Leo new moon, it shined a light onto everything. Like our light was so bright that the whole room was illuminated. And so we saw some cobwebs, and those cobwebs aren't just going to clean themselves up, right? So we have to do the work to just, you know, that final little cleanup. And so it's saying that you don't have to disregard all your beliefs. Like you have beliefs within you that are core to who you are as a Scorpio. So it's deciphering what is meant for you and what are beliefs that came because of how you've been conditioned throughout your life. So that felt important to say since those cards dropped out. Yeah, if you can hold on to the Queen of Swords energy, it's really going to settle this Five of Wands internal struggle, okay? So also all the retrogrades happening in September can cloud judgment. So if you are feeling confused or anxious, remember that there's 6 or 7 planets in retrograde right now, and one of them being Mercury. That can really cause some confusion. And, you know, water signs, we can see beyond the veil, and those illusions can really take a hold and seem very real. So have patience with yourself, but keep that vibration high. I think, honestly, Scorpios, because everything is going in this great opportunistic direction for you, the month of September is really about keeping your vibration high and knowing that everything you've been working towards is coming towards you, right? And this balance, this is where you're going to be. So if you see yourself generally down here, by this judgment era, you're going to be the one here, and you're going to be generous, you know? I mean, you're a water sign. You know what? You want to share the love. You want to share your water with everybody. All right, so let's see what the month of September 2023 has for Scorpios. I don't know why, but that song, I Need a Hero, is really just stuck in my head right now. So If you've never read Joseph Campbell and learned about the hero's journey, that's a really great way to keep your vibration up, because we want to all see ourselves as the heroes in our own journey, right? And sometimes heroes go through some trials and tribulations, but once you're into your full power, nothing can stop you. So we're putting behind, we're really letting go of something, okay? And like I said, I really believe that this is connected to the residual energy of that Capricorn era and the old beliefs that don't serve us, that really, they kept us in that Eight of Swords vibe of feeling stuck when we're not stuck, because there's comfort in the familiarity, even if that familiarity is toxic or low vibration. Knowing that what we're expecting, there's comfort in that, right? And so we have to really let go of these ideas that, like I said, the rug's going to be pulled out from underneath you, because we got to face this stuff, okay? Okay, great. Wow. All right, another great reading for you, Scorpios. Like I said, a lot of this is just shedding some stuff, right? Okay, so what was I saying about that Capricorn energy? Okay, so their situation for the month of September is the Devil, which is ruled by Capricorn. So this is some deep down subconscious beliefs, fears, our shadow side, self-sabotage. The month of September is all about addressing these and clearing them. And boy, do I think you're going to clear them after you see where this reading is heading, okay? Because I think you are ready to turn around and face this, right? Because if you can keep, like I said, if you can keep that high vibration, like you're meant to keep going up. The rug isn't going to be pulled out from underneath you if you get those thoughts out of your head. If you retrain your brain. Like there's wonderful videos, Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you can watch some Dr. Joe Dispenza videos, those are great meditations to really rewire your brain, okay? So I honestly, childhood development, there's the science that says, that your brain is hardwired by 25. I don't believe that there's any age where you can't rewire what needs to be rewired. Like if you look at like the base of your brain and like the details of it, like so much of us, I feel like we're more radio transmitters than we are just this blob that's in there, right? So definitely empower yourself to face your fears. Again, do some shadow work too. YouTube has great ones, but just recognize these things and move on from them, okay? You don't have to hold on to this negativity. And I get it. I'm a water sign. I'm a Pisces, and it's so easy to trip ourselves up when we go too deep into the water, if you will. So what I love about this is, excuse me, the Six of Cups in this position is really saying like we need to have fun. We need to let go of fear, okay? What we really need for you Scorpios is to meditate on when you were a child. Meditate on when you didn't have fear and doubt, guilt, shame, embarrassment, whatever it is. We need to go back to that era in our minds, if you will. So I know I've said this for other signs, maybe I've said it for you, but there's a wonderful guided meditation where you go back to your childhood self at the age of like 6, I think it is, or before trauma entered your life. You can also do that. And even if like trauma entered your life at a really young age, you can just visualize yourself, right, as whatever age. But you come in and you save yourself, okay? And it's like that idea of reparenting yourself. So go back to the innocence and just that, you know, before we were conditioned, right? We need to have more of this playful daydreaming that can raise our vibration when we get scared, okay? And just honestly, just enjoying life's simple pleasures, like just going out and being a kid in a sense, okay? But definitely like going out into nature. I'm really getting the idea of nature. But this is really going to fill your cups up, okay? And this is ruled by Scorpio, especially if you're a Scorpio sun sign. This is really important for you specifically, okay? But yeah, also, you know, patience, like just, it's all coming together, and we need to stop with the fear that is coming from this shadow side of ours, okay? Now, the Page of Cups in this position, all of this is happening, right? Fall is, and honestly, I see a lot of this transformation happening before Libra season. So like mid-month, you're really going to have your eyes opened if we get down to it and do the shadow side work, okay? But again, pages are kids, right? Or generally like a person or a younger person in your life. But definitely if you have kids, like this is telling you really spend time with your children and the innocence of a child and just having silly fun, okay? I'm picturing, you know, like throwing water balloons at each other because, you know, water, like surround yourself with water and fun kid activities, or even sprinklers, or a slip and slide. But man, like this is calling out to you, because the Page of Cups is also telling you to allow yourself to enjoy the simple pleasures in life. Allow yourself to have that childlike emotional fulfillment, okay? So, I mean, this, if ever, you know, there is a strong message of how to get, I'm visualizing like this flood of water coming in and getting those deep roots into the earth, and, you know, going underneath and lifting the roots up. So this could be a great meditation for you too, to like close your eyes and like picture, you know, your heart or your soul, if you will, and like this flood of water comes down and goes underneath below the roots and like raises it up and clears out what no longer needs to be there. Because the Seven of Wands in this position is telling me we're really holding on to something that no longer serves us. And it's weighing us down, okay? So yes, like there are beliefs that we need to hold on to, but sometimes we need to ask ourselves why we're holding on to certain beliefs, or why we're making the decisions that we're making, especially if it comes to our direction in life and how we express ourselves. Very interesting. All right, so the Four of Swords in this position is saying that if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling burnout, if you're feeling like your energy is drained, you can change that, and you can change it with this, all right? So really, honestly, like first thing I got was get off of social media. First thing I got was get rid of the distractions. Those distractions cause burnout. And again, I'm a water sign. I don't get upset with me when I say this stuff, because I say it to myself too, but it's so easy to just want to exist. But you're here to experience, okay? And so do whatever you can to, yes, you need to allow yourself to rest, right? But you need to balance that with getting out there and just not thinking about the heavy load, right? So yeah, if you feel like you don't have time to rest, you do. If you feel like you're exhausted, there's ways to undo that, right? You know, changing your routine and starting your day with a walk, or, you know, a meditation and then a walk. And if you think you don't have time for that before work, well, then you set your alarm for an hour early and you go to bed an hour early. Like there's things like this is in your control, okay? And so please keep that in mind, all right? Now, the Eight of Coins in this position is, again, it's this idea of like personal accountability. And you need to accept that you're in control of keeping your vibration high, especially if it comes to our finances, because we get tested, right? And especially if we're like, yeah, this is what I believe, like high vibration, I'm manifesting money. But if with those subconscious beliefs, if that shadow side is still calling the shots, it's going to present itself, okay? And it's going to be like this challenge before we get to the next level. You know, like, again, like a video game where I'm picturing Super Mario Brothers, where at the end of each level, you have to face the final challenge before you can advance. And so before you can advance, you need to face the challenge. And the best way to do that is to have your actions align with your intentions, okay? So it's embracing the joy of your work. And that includes, you know, so you have to incorporate your bliss into it. And if you do have a 9 to 5, are there ways that you can incorporate your bliss into it in some way, you know? I mean, there's ways that, like, I'm picturing you at like a cubicle and like you're have like a headset on and you're really bored. And then like I see you drawing, like if you're creative and you love to do art, you know, and just for some reason I'm getting, okay, so my era, my millennial era, you know, the smile, S, and like doodling like that while we're working, okay? And like silly things that make you giggle like a kid, all right? And including those things into your everyday life and balancing it, because you're in control of keeping your vibration high. And again, it's so crucial for Virgo season, because this is ruled by Virgo too. And especially if you have Virgo in your chart, because you can really utilize Virgo in your chart for that discipline and routine and structure that us water signs are so against. And it's funny because I was actually telling this to Virgo in the opposite, that they need to incorporate more water energy into their lives and let go and let loose and chill out and like leave their worries for a day, you know? And for you, especially if you're lacking earth energy, structure and routine is really beneficial, especially if we're feeling stuck and we have all this high vibration energy that's telling us to move forward. You can do it, all right? Also too, like if you've been interested in taking a class, do it. If you have been wanting to learn something new, do it. If you've been wanting to sell something, do it. But pay attention to the details. Remember, it's Mercury retrograde, all right? So whatever we're putting work into, we need to accept that it takes work, but we can enjoy the work. We have to keep our vibration high. If we get stressed or this is annoying, you're going to get more of that energy, okay? But this is what I love and why I feel that, and especially Scorpios, like if anybody's going to take on the challenge of facing these fears and like going deep, deep, deep down into the water, it's you, right? Because at the end of the month, you have the World card. And this is like, there's nothing better than this, because, and even like for this situation, even better than the Sun, because the World is you feeling your place in the universe. This is you after the level, after you beat the final challenge, right? So just, I mean, really take in that energy, please, Scorpios. I love seeing this for you so much, because this is you rising to the challenge, facing this. Look at this. He turns around, he takes off that mask, that's those old beliefs, that comfort of the same old, same old. He takes the mask off and he liberates himself. And what have I been saying about that judgment era that's coming in? It's about liberating ourselves, answering the wake-up call from within, and shining our inner light how it's meant to be shown. This is an amazing reading for you, Scorpios. Like I said, you guys have been on fire since August. So like I said, I just really feel, because if anybody's going to answer the wake-up call to face this stuff, it's you. So let's see what past life energy is connected to this Devil card. And again, past lives, if you have kids, a past life can be your past life before children. It can be your childhood. It can be an actual past life that you lived outside this dimension. So take it as it resonates. But we're going to see what past life energy, good Lord, is stuck 2. All right, so you got 2 cards here, okay? So since this one was stuck on me, we're going to read that one first, and then we'll go to the next one. Okay. So your first past life energy that is stuck to the devil, your fears, your shadow side, is karmic relationships. So this card indicates that one or more of the people in your current life are from previous lifetimes. You both ended your relationships with karmic imbalances. This means that one or both of you are most likely harboring old feelings that need to be healed and released. When this occurs, you will be set free from the recurring, destructive, and toxic, when this occurs, you will be released from the reoccurring, destructive, and toxic relationship patterns. In some cases, this card will arise when there's a reunion with a beloved soul from a previous life. Perhaps you finally reconnected with a romantic partner from your past, or a new friendship is beginning to or is bringing you great joy. With healthy past life connections, you'll immediately feel a sense of comfort and familiarity. You receive this card in answer to the question of concern that involves a karmic relationship. Fortunately, you can appeal to heaven for helping you release any old stuck energies or emotions. And again, I'm reading directly from the card, so none of this is religious. I mean, it's just the veil, behind the veil energy. You may also be guided to work with a specialist in past life regression or relationship healing. So past life regression too, definitely look that up and see how you can use that to help yourself, okay? Now, the other energy that popped out is lessons and blessings. And this is really sticking out to me, because especially like you've had this high vibration, and there's something in you that thinks the rug's going to be pulled out from underneath you. You drew this card as a sign that the situation you're currently experiencing is a result of past lifetimes. Take a look at the other cards that you drew along with this one to get a sense of where or when that life occurred. This card means that you learned important lessons which are bringing blessings to your present lifetime. Congratulations. You mastered how to turn painful events into memories into growth. You can apply the same strength to every area of your life. Okay, this is amazing. This is the universe calling out to you. Congratulations, you're doing it. Keep going. Okay? And this is all part of the plan, all right? So when you see it like that, you can feel better about all these things that are coming at you right now. So you are mastering turning this into, it's like alchemy, right? So you can visualize alchemy too. You're turning the pain and the sorrow into the blessings. Though you're turning the lessons into blessings. I love this so much for you. And as far as like the lessons being learned is definitely connected to this card. So pulling this card, when it said that what past life it's connected to. And I love that it said strength, because that strength card was reversed. We are able to face this, Scorpios, okay? Very cool. Okay. So now I'm going to take an empowering question that is going to help us feel our place in the universe. Definitely not taking all those, so hold on. And do that again. All right, nope, those that were definitely your cards. Okay. All right, so you got 2 empowering questions. You got a lot to help you out here, okay? So the first one is, what is my biggest dream? What can I do today to move closer to that dream? What is my dream? What can I do today to move closer to that dream? And your other question is, and this is important because this is related to these beliefs that we need to let go of. Am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others or my own? How do I distinguish them from each other? This is power. Okay, Scorpios, hi. This is powerful. These beliefs, you really have to think about that. Are they connected to your personal expectations and dreams or others? And once we face that and reject what isn't ours, I shouldn't even say reject. When we accept what isn't ours and release it, again, retrogrades, we're releasing, we're reevaluating, we're replenishing, okay? Reassessing, like all of these re's are happening in September to clear out so we can move forward. We're seeing the retrogrades as a blessing to allow us to clear what we don't need in our lives and to move forward. So please see this time of all the retrogrades as a blessing, okay? Everything is about shifting your perspective. All right, now what crystal card is going to help Scorpios face the devil energy, keep their vibration high, and clear what does not serve them? Scorpios, September 2023. Okay, so the crystal energy for the month of September is lepidolite. I don't know if I said that right, but it's conscious feeling. So this is really powerful. If you can get a piece of this, definitely have it with you, especially if you are doing shadow work, facing past life regression work. If you can incorporate these colors into your everyday, you know, wear something with these colors, have a piece of art that has these colors where you can see it while you're working, or, you know, place a piece of this next to your bed, take a screenshot of this and look at it every day. But this conscious feeling, because so much of this is subconscious, right? And so it's going to help bring it to the surface and see it for what it is. Because the thing with the devil is so many things that we think or feel are because of how we've been conditioned, okay? So that's a really important message for you, Scorpios. Okay, I'm going to pull another clarifying card to close this out because I feel like you got everything you need here. And like I said, you guys have been, keep your vibration high. These things are happening because you're going to live out your life purpose. You're going to enter that judgment era doing what you need to do, right? Okay, so Scorpio's last clarifying card to close out the reading. All right. Wow. Okay, like I'm getting actually really emotional right now for you, Scorpios. This is amazing, okay? So your clarifying cards, Page of Cups. You got the Page of Cups twice. This is your inner child, okay? And I think that's why I'm getting emotional, is because you're gonna allow that inner child to shine, okay? And you deserve it. It's really hard for Pisces to read these and not get emotional. And the sun, okay? If ever there was a sign that you deserve all the happiness and joy, if you had any sign that your inner child deserves all the happiness and joy, it is this card, okay, Scorpios? And please pay attention to the sunflowers. The sunflowers are facing the sun, okay? That is pure joy and bliss. I'm blown away by this reading, Scorpios. This is amazing. So, all right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Allow that inner child to shine. And also, if you have children in your life, part of clearing this is by sharing that inner child joy with them too, all right? Like allowing yourself to be a kid with your kids is so important. And letting go of the conditioning of the 3D world and really just embracing this childlike energy, all right? So remember, you're an example for your kids if you do have children. But I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and share with other people that you think this reading might resonate with. And please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot on YouTube. Also, don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the week. Or I'm sorry, the month ahead. I forget this is September reading. And then also, too, if there's a particular planet that you need help working with, check what sign rules that planet and then watch the corresponding reading for that. So for you Scorpios, I would highly suggest checking what sign rules Saturn in your chart, because Saturn is your fears, your block, your challenges, and your lessons, okay? And the lessons and blessings, I really feel like looking at your Saturn energy is going to really help shift this devil energy, okay? So definitely take a look at that, and if you can watch that reading as well, I really think it'll be really beneficial. So have a wonderful, liberating, high vibration month of September, Scorpios.